Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Indiana Fever going up against the Las Vegas Aces. And from Sin City, I'm Blake Zuniga, joined by two terrible poker players, Brian Banafiteni and Tim Swartz. And we're in for a good one tonight. Las Vegas will get the first possession. Now here's Gray. She's covered by Sims. Up top, Young. Pass to Wilson. The second chance effort. Howard with the rebound.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her.
And the shot goes in.
I love it when Sims penetrates. She's terrific at knifing her way inside, then finishing.
Gray outside. Here's Wilson. The shot goes in. First of the night. She is 1 for 3 to start the contest.
She presents a defender with a serious challenge, pretty much always.
Now here's Howard. Off target from three-point range. Wilson in the post, guarded by Howard. Wilson with the bucket.
When Wilson gets the rock down low, it's almost automatic. So effective close in.
Here's Boston. And so she earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and she'll shoot two. First one drops.
Well, you just have to be excited about Aaliyah Boston, a young woman with tons of skills. She dominated in college, and she's going to dominate in the WNBA.
That one misses.
Well, even though Boston has improved her range over the years, her bread and butter is wearing down smaller opponents in the paint.
Inside. Second shot opportunity. Shot by Parker Tyus, no good. Sims, Gray defending. Back to Mitchell. Over Lloyd. Mitchell, shots good.
Nice job by Mitchell. She's a primary scoring option in terms of talent, instincts, and productivity.
Left side, Young. Six on the shot clock. Out of bounds, it'll be Fever ball. Here in the first, with just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Left side, Sims. Mitchell outside. Pass to Hole. The three. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feet.
Well, from range, Lexi Hole, very effective. Certainly a player you cannot give open looks to.
Parker Tyus outside. Young. Back to Parker Tyus. She's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Sims with it. Mitchell outside. Boston. He's guarded by Parker Tyus. Outside Sims. Fires for three. Lexi Hole on the wing. Mitchell. Outside Howard. From past the arc. Rebound Cheyenne Parker-Tyus.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Now here's Young. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Count that one.
Well, you look at Young, she's strong, a bigger guard, and that helps her down low.
Pass to Mitchell. Green by Howard. Now here's Mitchell. He's covered closely. Nice D from Jewel Lloyd. Outside Young. Parker ties the screen. And that's good. Jackie Young for three.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here is Sims. Pass to Mitchell. To halt the run. Connects from three-point range.
Well, a consistent three-point shooter like Mitchell always has an answer. She goes right to the line and strikes back.
Here's Young. Now here's Parker-Tyus. It's stolen by Natasha Howard. And she's all alone. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And these two teams continue to trade punches back and forth like heavyweight fighters.
The momentum swings are impossible to keep track of. The energy in this building just keeps changing.
It's been such a crazy game.
Now here's Young. He has 5. Parker-Tyus outside. Over Hole. And so it looks like the Aces will retain possession here. The Fever making a switch here. Outside Evans. Gray, shot clock at 6. Offline with the 3. Now here's Petty. Gray defending. To the paint. Boston, good.
Yeah, nice play there. Boston is a dominant presence in the paint at both ends.
Down low. Can they get it? Wilson, no good.
Yeah, she's been off her game this quarter. Just hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go down.
Left block shot on the way. And it's finished off inside by Boston.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end in the early going.
Their field goal percentage is terrific. Exactly the start they were hoping for.
Now here's Gray. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Pass to Wilson. Over Turner. Wilson with the bucket.
They carried out the plan perfectly that time around.
The Fever leading. Outside Howard. Here's Petty. From the arc. Las Vegas grabs the miss. Now here's Evans. Pass to Parker-Tyus. Young, guarded by Howard. And here's Wilson.
When Wilson gets the ball in the post, she's as good as anyone in the WNBA at getting a bucket or getting to the line.
And she makes the first. So both teams changing it up here. Both shots good from the stripe. So it's Indiana now. Outside Powers. Pass to Sims. On the wing, Shea Petty. There's a screen. Las Vegas grabs the miss.
She had all the space she needed, but just could not find the bottom of the bucket.
Gray outside. Wilson over Turner. And Wilson gets it to go. And it's all knotted up.
That's terrific use of the bounce pass.
Outside Powers. Petty. Pass to Turner. To the middle. Great D that time from Melissa Smith.
Terrific D. That's how to protect the rim.
And here's Evans. Now here's Gray. Pass to Wilson. Over Turner. She hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Yeah, you know how a lot of people talk about flipping the switch? Well, her switch has definitely been flipped to on in this quarter, guys. I mean, just dominant scoring.
Now here is Sims. Powers. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control. Well, you pay so much attention to Smith. You can see why that's a huge plus for this team. It can open up things for others.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Petty. There's the three. It's hauled in by Melissa Smith. Now Gray. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. It's stolen by Turner. Wilson with the steal. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Aces ahead, up by 6. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. The second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, what's your take on the Aces so far?
Lots of their points have come from shots inside the key.
And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward. I mean, why change the plan until they make you?
Absolutely.
I tell you, she loves getting looks like that from three-point range. Just nobody near her.
Chelsea Gray for three. And it's Petty with the rebound.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot. There isn't a part of the court that Mitchell won't let it fly. When she hits in the mid-range, it just increases the headache for the D.
Gray outside. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter play. And the call will be against Mitchell. That's her first foul.
Tough break for the D, took the hit and drew the whistle.
But she was late to get there. The ref couldn't give her a free pass on that one.
Bell, Powers covering. Pass to Lloyd. 6 to shoot. From down low. And it's Petty with the rebound.
Unusual miss. Typically her skill on the inside trumps average defense.
Now here's Powers. Defense right on her. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Pass to Gray. Jacks up a three. She's just scored her first basket with that shot, making her 1 for 4.
An excellent cutter who plays well without the ball. Defenders have to lock in on Gray.
Mitchell, left side. Here's Powers. On the wing, Shea Petty. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. The Aces with the lead. Gray outside. They set the pick to the inside. Nice D from Aerial Powers. So it's Indiana now. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Turner in the post. Goes back up, and she lays it up and in.
She was the first one to react to that miss. I mean, that's just a hustle play on the putback.
Here's Bell. Powers covering. Pass to Lloyd. There's the triple. Another three for Las Vegas.
Well, Lloyd loves to punish teams from downtown. She'll take that shot whenever she can.
Now here's Petty. Covered by Lloyd. And here's Powers. Now here's Mitchell. From downtown. Stokes with the rebound. And just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the shot goes down.
Sometimes I just marvel when you look at the offense of Jewel Lloyd. The pull-up right there, it takes the aggressiveness away from the defenders.
Now here's Mitchell. 10 points for her. There's a screen. Tipped. Las Vegas grabs the miss. Here's Bell. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Pass to Gray. Lets it go from deep. Does not score again, and that's her fourth miss against one mate. Here's Powers. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
An efficient score. When Powers sees there's some space to get her shot off, she does not hesitate.
And the Aces call time here. Outside. Pass to Smith. There's the foul. It's on Howard. That is her first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Wilson. 14 points for her. Gray outside.
She's been ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
That's some good D by Kelsey Mitchell.
Yeah, I mean, she has been way off the mark this quarter. It is getting rough.
Wilson with it, working on Boston. Here's Smith. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It goes on Natasha Howard.
Well, it's still early in her career. Lots of room for Delissa Smith to grow. That's scary.
First free throw is good.
Melissa Smith, second overall pick in the 2022 draft. She's really a modern big. 6'4", moves well, can defend the paint on one end and hit a three on the other.
That's also good, so she hits them both. Indiana trailing. Here's Boston. Terrific assist and a nice finish. Just a solid play all around.
Oh, man, she is so good at making those lead passes.
Now here's Evans. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. And here's Indiana. Pass to Howard. Here's Boston. Back to Howard. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Petty. Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, they're hitting the long-range shots that they missed earlier in the first, but still find themselves trailing here.
Screen by Young. With the floater. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line.
That activity from Dana Evans makes her tough to slow down.
That free throw, no good.
Well, with her three-point shooting and explosive playmaking ability, Dana Evans provides valuable depth to this team and is the type of player that can fit on any roster.
And she sinks the second.
Another trip to the Stripe Forum and a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter, a little more banging.
And that's serving them well, seeking out contact and putting pressure on the defense.
Now here's Hull. Pass to Boston. Back to Sims. To the paint. Boston. Alyssa Smith grabs the miss.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game.
Wilson. And there's the 3-second violation. And here is Sims. Outside Powers. Lexi Hull on the wing. Pass to Boston. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Alyssa Smith grabs the miss.
You know, typically she has the touch to finish when she's in that tight. Not sure what happened there.
Outside Evans. There's Jewel Lloyd with the 3. And another miss by Las Vegas. Boston with it. 7 points in the game. Back to Sims. Over Evans. And it's Sims missing. The Aces with the lead. Pass to Lloyd. Now Wilson. Now here's Young. She has 7. Outside Evans. Over Sims. And another miss by Las Vegas. Indiana with the ball. And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, full stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
And for a guard, Sims goes up with confidence inside, which in turn draws the contact.
Timeout called the Fever.
The away team, Odyssey Sims. 2 shots. Indiana calls timeout.
And she knocks down the first one. So she makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Pass to Gray. Now Young. Down low. Here's Wilson. The Fever pull it in. Now Boston. She's got 7. And here's Cole. Eddie. Gray defending. Right side Powers. Pass to Boston. Shoots over Parker Tyus. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even.
That's a big make for Aaliyah Boston. It forces defenders out of the paint to meet her.
Gray outside. Wilson. Yes! Great play by Chelsea Gray to set it up.
She's been one of their more reliable options today, and it's her shooting that has given them this lead.
Pass to Hole. Now here's Boston. Now Petty, covered by Lloyd. Petty can't hit. And here are the aces now. And Lloyd gets it to go.
Unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and she's heating up.
Boston outside. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a game going on here. The Aces on top. They lead by 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And it's been a back-and-forth game with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter getting started here. Wilson has been dominant in this game.
Her play in the first half was very disciplined, very efficient. Her shot selection was consistently excellent.
That's right, and whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, she's taking only what the defense is giving her and not trying to do too much.
The Fever trailing. Outside Howard. Sims. Mitchell, right side. The rebound by Asia Wilson. And the Aces with possession. Pass to Lloyd. Gray. Lloyd. She's covered by Mitchell. Back to Gray. To the middle. Wilson.
If you don't stay grounded when defending an intelligent scorer like Wilson, she'll make you pay 8 out of 7 days a week.
And that one misses. The Fever making a switch here. Good on the second free throw. Here's Sims. Pass to Turner. Inside. Got a piece of it. Boston, shot is good.
Took advantage of some shoddy D there. They got to at least get a finger on her.
To the paint. Here's Wilson. Aaliyah Boston with some nice defense there. And it's the Fever ball. In the second half, they've only given up one basket coming on the free throw. The Aces leading. Jackie Young from outside. Hole with the rebound.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The two got lucky.
Here's Young. Wilson, right side. Over Mitchell. That one's on target from the wing.
Yeah, just an elegant offensive weapon. Wilson has way too many go-to moves to count. Defenses have a hard time keeping up with her.
Now here is Sims. And here's Turner. Pass to Mitchell. Clock at 6. Here's Turner. He's guarded by Parker Tyus. Sims with the bucket.
An impact perimeter player. Sims uses a mature feel for the game to score points.
Gray outside. No good on the triple.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a hard time getting it going.
Sims, good for 3. It's all knotted up.
A confidence builder for sure. When Odyssey Sims is knocking down the triple, it unleashes the rest of her offense.
Gray outside. Pass to Wilson. And it's the Fever on the break. Sims with the bucket.
Using those long arms, it's easier for Boston to poke it away and create the turnover.
Timeout called the Aces. The Fever making a switch here. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Down low. Now here is Sims. Gray defending. Pass break, Las Vegas. Here's Wilson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jackie Young.
An unbelievable scoring effort from her. It's all because of her. Yes, her, that they're still in this game.
Now here is Sims. Gray defending. Back to Sims. Mitchell left side. Just 5 on the clock. Boston sets a screen. Shoots from the high post. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, she didn't have a hand in her face, so I thought she was for sure going to bury that.
Mitchell outside.
Yo, on the wing!
Pass to Sims. Boston. Here's Hull. They get the rebound. And 2 free throws coming up as she misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It goes on Asia Wilson.
Well, we saw this with Boston even back in college. She does a great job of drawing fouls.
And the first one at the line is good. She hits both from the stripe. Here's Gray. The 3 ball. That shot, no good.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
Past the hole. And out of bounds, the Aces will take it. And the Fever making a change here.
Number 23,
Las Vegas trailing. Gray with it. Wilson outside. The Fever pull it in. Now here's Hull. Pass to Boston. Now here's Powers. Covered by Lloyd. Here's Mitchell. Great D that time from Parker Tyus.
Her shot has been off today. With her team leading, perhaps she should maybe focus more on her floor game.
To the inside. Wilson. Aaliyah Boston with some nice defense there. Now Mitchell. 10 points for her. Wilson outside. And yes, he's got the English that time as it falls.
Explosive first step with an accurate mid-range J. It's part of what makes Wilson so tough to guard.
Now here's Powers. Boston sets a screen. To the middle. Good, and the assist goes to Aerial Powers.
How about the agility from Boston? Fantastic slash off the pick.
Gray outside. Pass to Young for the lead. Second chance shot, and it's laid up and in by Wilson.
I like the way she's taking advantage of what the defense is giving her. She's been a key contributor for them this quarter.
And here's Powers. Back to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Boston. And terrific work on the offensive glass as she picks up 2.
Well, the first player you should be boxing out, Aaliyah Boston. I mean, you cannot let her get going on the glass.
Jackie Young on the wing. Hull defending. Lloyd from long range. The Fever pull it in.
Even without that 3-ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
And count it. The shot is good, and she'll go to the line.
Grown woman basket from Powers. Taking the hit, still able to convert.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
One shot.
Love the hustle Aerial Powers brings to her game. She has a willingness to outwork her opponents, and that's something any coach loves.
Outside Evans. 3-pointer. She can't get it to go. The Fever leading. Here's Powers. For 3. Rebound Cheyenne Parker Tyus. And here's Young. She has 7. Down low from 7. And Wilson finishes it off.
She is setting this place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
Boston outside. Pass to Petty. Beyond the arc. Yes. Great play by Aaliyah Boston to set it up.
And Petty reads defenses so well, she's skilled at understanding when to rise and fire.
Outside Young. Parker Tyus outside. Gray. Jackie Young on the wing. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Oh, Jackie Young, an emphatic response.
Outside Powers. Launches it. And Parker comes up with the rebound.
Wide open misses like that can be confidence shakers.
Gray outside. Pass to Wilson. Young. Out to Parker Tyus. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Now here's Boston. Guarded by Young. Here's Turner. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Backed by her solid footwork, Turner knows a thing or two about scoring inside.
Out to Gray. Inside. Wilson no good. Here's Boston. And we've reached the end of the third. Fever ahead. They're up by 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter here on 2K Sports. Okay, fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one with both sides coming to play so far. Outside Lloyd. Pass to Smith. Young. Back to Smith. Launches a three. Doesn't go that time. Outside Powers. Makes it off the glass.
They're just killing them in the paint.
You can say that again. I mean, the defenders aren't being nearly aggressive enough down low.
They're just killing them in the paint.
Thank you.
Now here's Evans. Outside Young. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
I love that shot from Young. Make defenders worry about the entire floor, not just the paint and the threes. Make them guard you in the mid-range.
Here's Mitchell. To the inside. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her. First one falls for her.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
They've yet to miss, so yeah, you really can't do any better.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Outside Lloyd. Back to Young. Shoots the three. And the rebound goes to the Fever. Aerial Powers on the wing. Guarded by Young. Outside Powers. From about 16. And no good trying to use the glass. The Ace is trailing. Lloyd with the three. Unable to get that one to go. Now here's Petty. D right on her. Turner a screen. To the paint. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
You know, you look at the stats, the assist totals, they just jump out at you. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been key.
It's just a different mindset these teams have had.
Now here's Evans. Outside Lloyd. Buries it from three-point range.
The sick handles of Lloyd, it works well in the two-player game. It puts defenders into a tough spot.
Timeout called the Fever. Both teams will make substitutions. For those joining us, fourth quarter here, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside Powers to the inside. Deflected. It's stolen by Parker Tyus. Down low. Here's Young. And good that time.
A fantastic quarter for her here in the fourth, and just been so efficient from the floor.
Pass to Petty. And stolen by Lloyd. On the wing, Dana Evans. To the middle. Parker Tyus. It's hauled in by Boston. The Fever with the lead. On the wing, Shea Petty. Covered by Lloyd. Pass to Powers. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Aces.
Well, thus far they managed to overcome an off game from her offensively.
Now Evans. The shot's good on the assist by Drew Lloyd.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been too late.
Still some work left to do, though. They can't relax yet.
Now here's Mitchell. Boston outside. Fires from deep. Again, the miss by the Fever. Pass to Parker Tyus. Shoots over Powers. And the Aces tack on 2 more.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
Outside Powers. Petty, covered by Lloyd. Here's Boston. And she tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Aces with the lead. Here's Evans. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Slick move by Evans, throwing off her defender so she can take the shot.
Petty with it. The 3 from Kelsey Mitchell. Gets it to go from downtown.
Watch out, now that she's got her first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Outside Young. Out to Parker Tyus. Lloyd. Shot clock at 6. Evans misses. And it's the Fever ball. Now here's Boston. Here's the pick. Here's Powers. Finds herself wide open and drills it.
Such a reliable option. Powers gives you scoring from the wing in a myriad of ways.
Outside Evans. Pass to Young. Inside. Here's Smith. The Fever pull it in. Now Petty. Here's Powers. Count it, and she'll have a chance for the 3-point play. Jackie Young picks one up.
Well, a player that's effective from three-point land, Powers is at home in the paint, pouring that bucket closer in.
For the away team, Ariel Powers. 1 shot.
They need to stop this run.
I think it's time to switch things up, either by going to the bench or with a different look defensively.
Jackie Young from outside. Howard with the rebound.
The defense has to be real thrilled to see her keep shooting those threes. She has been brutal this half.
Back to Sims. Mitchell over Lloyd. Shot by Mitchell, no good.
She kind of short-armed that shot after doing a nice job of getting open.
Young with it. Powers picks her up. Left side, Parker Tyus. And they're pushing it up. Pass to Powers. The shot, no good. The Aces trailing. And here's Gray. She's covered by Sims. Back to Young. Now Lloyd. To the middle. Wilson over Howard. The short one's on the money.
As big time a player as you'll ever see. Asia Wilson in the clutch.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. Sims, Gray defending. Outside Sims. Pass to Hole. Clock at 4. Howard the screen. Gotta see Sims for 3. The rebound by Asia Wilson. Outside Young. Gray. Count it. Good.
Big bucket in a big situation. These kinds of plays come second nature to Gray.
Now here's Mitchell, covered by Lloyd. And she gets it to go.
You can rely on Mitchell in the big moments, and you're seeing why right now. She's a confident shooter who is always ready to score.
Now here's Gray. Wilson with the bucket.
She made that pass to a spot and let her teammate run right into it. That is how you distribute the basketball.
Here's Mitchell. And stolen by Lloyd. Fast break, Las Vegas. To take the lead. Aaliyah Boston with some nice defense there. The Fever leading. Down low. Here's Howard. Wilson pulls it down. Oh, and she misses the go-ahead basket. Back to Mitchell. Shoots from 14. It's hauled in by the Aces.
She kind of short-armed that shot after doing a nice job of getting open.
To the inside. And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets a 3-second call.
Sometimes the intensity of a close game can lead to bonehead plays like that one, guys.
Here's Mitchell. And they commit the intentional foul, and we'll see another one of those so that they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those seconds away.
Nope, and you've got to foul. It's going to come down to free throws.
Pressure situation.
Gets the first, and that will put them up 2. And so she drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt here.
Young. Lloyd, she's covered by Mitchell. Parker Tyus outside. pass to Wilson. Up top, Young to tie it up. Misses the tray. And now they foul and stop the clock. Doesn't get the first one to fall. Really trying to focus now on the second. And she misses the second one as well. So 0 for 2 that time. Timeout called the Aces.
With this much time remaining, they should be able to get themselves a decent shot at the basket. Still, a contested three is never an easy shot.
A three-pointer here would be big.
A chance to tie it up with the game on the line. Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. So the Indiana Fever take the series and will move on.
What an incredible accomplishment, getting to the WNBA Finals. I'm just telling the players, enjoy this. Every player in the world dreams getting to a finals.
It's just so difficult to win a series. To even get to this point, to take the next step, hats off to this team.
And now they get a crack at the title, which is absolutely awesome. All the hard work from everyone, whether it was the coaches, the players, the front office, the fans, they all had a big part in helping this team get to this point.
And that wraps things up tonight in the WNBA playoffs. For our analysts, Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga. Join us next time as the WNBA postseason continues on 2K. Good night.